Today, I want to show you the easiest and the hardest reggae song all in one. See you inside the video. Hey guys, it's James here from eBassGuitar, and today's video is inspired by top eBassGuitar coach Freddie Draper, who did a video not so long back on how to learn the bass guitar fretboard using pentatonics, and he demonstrated this over the wonderful Stevie Wonder tune Master Blaster. Now, I've had a ton of requests since then to take apart the whole of the tune, so I've decided to do that today on the eBassGuitar YouTube channel. It's been a while since we've done a full song breakdown, so I'm eager to get stuck in. So please buckle in, relax, and enjoy this video. It'll be a little bit longer than normal, but there'll be a ton of great information in there. So just before we get going today, I want you to know there's a free PDF which comes with this lesson, which will give you a full breakdown of everything that we are covering today. So you'll see everything we're discussing written out in standard notation and tablature. You can grab your copy by clicking the link which is in the description below. Again. So Master Blaster was written in the early 80s by Stevie Wonder after he had toured with the great Bob Marley. So it has this wonderful infectious reggae feel. On one hand, it's super simple, and there's some great simple bass lines which even players in the early phases of learning can play. But then there are a couple of sections which are just real chop busters, and I see these as the benchmark of good technique if you can play them. So there's so much to get stuck into. So on one hand, it's the easiest bass line in the world. The other hand, it is really, really hard. I'm going to take this apart section by section. A lot of the sections repeat, and there's a lot of variation within them. So I'm going to show you the most important themes throughout these sections. So there are two sections to the introduction. Let me play you the first 8-bar introduction. Type 1, I'll call it, and I'll take that apart. So we're in the key of C minor here. So pretty much everything is directly related to the C minor scale. So it's well worth getting that under your hands to begin with. So we start off with this octave pattern, which is 2 Cs, low Cs, then the high C, like that. And then we play that again. Then on beat 3 of the second bar, we go to the B flat, like so. Then we hit an A flat chord here, and we play the octaves again. Same pattern. And then we play the octaves again, and then we play a G, which takes us to an F major chord here, like so. Same octave pattern again. Again, rhythmically repeating itself all the time. Then on bar 7, we go back to a C minor, and then a B flat, like so. So that is the 8-bar chord sequence which is running through the verse. So first of all, get that down. It's very simple, very straightforward. So let's go into intro type 2 now. And Nathan Watts, the fabulous bass player on here, which is absolutely extraordinary, starts filling this out by adding triads and arpeggios into it. So let's listen to the bass line first. So what we are doing here is we are descending down a C minor arpeggio. And this is a swingy reggae feel. So it has the da 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 da. So the 8th notes aren't even. So the basic foundation to this is the octave C, then to the G, the 5th, and then the minor 3rd, 2 of each, and then landing on the C or the beat 4 of the bar, like so. Now we use a classic reggae technique of leaving the first beat of the bar blank, and then we start on beat 2, and then we have this pattern. And we are just using roots and fifths here. So C, G, 2 B flats, and then to the lower fifth, Then we go to the A flat chord and he goes down the triad or the arpeggio again. So then he uses this roots and lower fifth idea, or octave and lower fifth idea, starting on the second beat again. So get that down. Now we go into the F major chord, and what he's doing is the same idea of going down the triad, like so, or starting on the octave, then using the triad below it. Then we have this beautiful melodic line on here, which is based upon the F minor pentatonic, and it starts on beat 2. It's this 1, and that is F, E flat, C, B flat. And then we go back to this roots and fifth side F. So 2 C's, 2 G's, and then landing on that lower G there. And then we go to the B flat chord and landing dead on the third beat of the bar with a B flat. So let me play the whole of that section all the way through. Listen out for the devices that Nathan Watts is using here. Now the great thing about the verse is exactly the same as the intro type 2. The only thing you really need to look out for is this is a 16 bar sequence, and right at the end of the last 2 bars you have this going on. So on the B flat chord there is a B natural to link us into the chorus, like so. So make sure you clock that. So let me play the chorus so you can hear what this sounds like in action. So we're going into the chorus now. The root notes of this is a bar of C, a bar of G, and then a bar of F. And then we have this great unison figure, which I'm going to teach you in just a second. So to begin with, the C minor is this, which you'd have seen before. Classic reggae idea using the root and the lower fifth. And then on the second beat of the bar, we have this beautiful reggae idea using the G to the fifth. And then slide it into the F. Now you need to learn this pattern. So this is the first 2 beats, so it's 2 Fs, like so. Now we have this unison figure that a whole band plays, like so. Now there are a couple of different ways you can play this, but basically just before the 4th beat we play a B flat, and then we go to the C, E flat, F, like so. Like so, and then to down G's. So now you can use the fingering that works best for you. I think the way I would play it is this. We're shifting onto the 3rd finger there. So that will give us the whole line. So it's so that is the foundation. And then you can start repeating that again with different variations. So let me play you the first chorus now. Remember, there are a ton of variations within this tune which you can learn over time. This is what it sounds like. Now this is where things change and we crank up a gear. It goes from being relatively simple and straightforward into something seriously challenging because we have the break or the unison section. Now let me play it to you so you can hear what it sounds like. So that's pretty challenging, isn't it? So this break is all based upon the minor pentatonic scale. Now there is another break which is longer in the tune, and this is based upon the C minor pentatonic scale too. So it's really important to get this down. So let's take bars 3 and 4 apart of this bass break now. It sounds like this. Again, all C minor scale, so it starts off just on after the 4th beat of the previous bar with this, which is G, B flat, lands on the C on the 1st beat of the bar. Just after the 2nd beat, we play B flat, C, E flat. You've seen this before. And then just after the 4th, you play C, E flat. Then we get into straight triplets, which is challenging, which is this F, G, F, that's your first phrase, E flat, C, E flat. So we put the two together. And then to finish the phrase off, F, G, F, C, E flat, C, B flat. So the second half of that. To put the full bar together with the two approach notes. So the trick with this is just to build this up a few notes at a time. Then you get the whole phrase, which sounds like this. Now you don't hear a unison phrase like that in many reggae tunes, so I really recommend getting it down because it's super exciting. Now I've got a really quick favor to ask. If you're enjoying this video and you're getting a ton of value from it and you're not subscribed to the eBassGuitar YouTube channel, please can you hit the red button which is somewhere around this video. What this means for you is you'll be the first to know when a new lesson goes live every single week. What it means for us is we can keep making great free bass educational content, because the more views and the more subscribers we get, the more we can grow the channel. So it's a win-win for absolutely everybody. So please hit the red button, which is somewhere around this video. So let's take a look at the second break or unison section. This is 8 bars long, and this is what it sounds like. So the great thing about this is the first 3.5 bars are practically identical to the first break. The only slight difference is we do not anticipate or push into it. It just starts dead on the first beat of the bar. So it's this. Now this is where things get interesting. So far, everything we played has been based on the C minor pentatonic scale. Now we move into the E flat major pentatonic scale, which is this: E flat, F, G, B flat, C, E flat. Now I just think of this as the major pentatonic shape. The music theory eagle-eyed people amongst you will realize that the C minor pentatonic and the E flat major pentatonic are the same set of notes, so they're very, very closely related. But just learn them as two individual shapes and it will make a lot more sense. So let's go into the next phrase. What we do is we slide into a G, and then we go F, G, B flat, and then we go G, B flat, C, and then we go B flat, C, and then we go into straight triplets at this point, which is E flat, C, B, G, B flat, C, G, E flat up at the top. So great technique exercises. So play the whole of that phrase. So we go into the next phrase, which is a real chop buster. When you break it down, it's actually quite straightforward. Let me play it to you. So let's take that apart. So we start on the B flat, C, and then we hit the E flat, and then we come down in groupings of 3. So we go E flat, C, B flat, and then we go C, B flat, G, and then up one again, B flat, G, F, up one, G, F, E flat. So we get this. Now this is the most tricky thing within it. The triplets continue, but the pattern is broken very slightly, and we need to do a position change to make it work. And this is the most straightforward way I've found of playing it. So we come down this, then what we need to do is play the same set of notes, but starting on a third finger at the 5th fret on the D string and come down here. So we go G, F, E flat, up 1, F, E flat, C, up 1, E flat, C, B flat, G, B flat, C. So if we put the whole of that together, we end up with this. Tricky, but sounds super cool. So let's put the whole of that break together. This is what it sounds like with the drums. So there we have it, we're about 98% of the way there. There's just one more thing that I want to show you, which I think is absolutely beautiful that Nathan Watts does towards the end. When we get into the last 1632 bars, the outro, there is this reggae feel that he pulls out where he starts playing very much more offbeat. So he's not playing on beat 1 of the bar. So I want to show you what that sounds like because it's a really, really great device that you can use too. This is what it sounds like. So as I said earlier in this video, there are a ton of different variations that Nathan Watts plays, but the important thing is to understand the global or overarching concepts that he is using. Now for this outro reggae feel, this is a pattern that he uses regularly, which you can then build off. It sounds like this: 1, 1. So the last 2 bars are exactly the same, but what he's doing is resting on beat 1 of the bar. So it sounds like this: 1, 1. And it gives it that beautiful offbeat reggae feel. So make sure you check that out in the PDF that comes with this lesson. So that's it for now today. I hope you enjoyed this longer form lesson where we deep dived into a song again. Please do let me know in the comments below. But to wrap up this lesson, I'm going to have a jam over the Master Blaster groove because it's a beautiful, beautiful thing to experiment upon. So here goes. Here's me having some fun with the track. So guys, that's the end of today's video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you head over to eBassGuitar.com and check out the BassLab Plus. That's my private members training program where every single month we take apart a brand new song and all of my students learn it. So to check out the BassLab Plus, I put a link in the description below. And what's special about that link is you can take it free for a test drive for 14 days to see if it's for you. So please click the link in the description below and I will catch you next week.